Hello and welcome to Diane Berg Coaching, where we transform people's lives from the core to make sustainable changes, helping you break the old patterns, habits that's not working for you anymore. I'd like to thank you for watching the video about awareness on energy management, and today we're going to talk about winning to move forward. So, this is the time of the year where there's a lot of New Year's resolution, goals, and plans to action, but we tend to fail to do them or to continue to move forward. So maybe you're one of these people who wanted to have an excellent health this year, projects that you want to finish by the end of this month, business strategies that you've been working on, and so you could finally launch that business after a long time of delay or putting it off for many times. Maybe getting a new job because you're not feeling that fire anymore as you go to your 9-to-5 job. Or perhaps you wanted to get a raise at work. Or as simple as putting in time just for yourself. Maybe you have your own family and you're juggling work and family time, and then you want to have your own time for yourself. So these are just a few examples that probably what matters to you, that you've been wanting to achieve, wanting to move forward, but then, something that will make you feel happy, satisfied inside. Because when you know you're doing what really matters to you now, or little by little, you then move forward to the direction of where and who you want to be. We're going to talk deeper about that as we go. So this could impact the people around you, not just yourself. It could also give you that inner happiness, inner satisfaction when you do it now, or when you make a room for those what matters to you every single day, combined with full presence. So sometimes we have this word of failure. It could be a negative connotation to some, but to others, it means an opportunity of learning. And why we failed, we know it to ourselves. So I'm just going to give an example of failing to continue to move forward. An example of thoughts from the past failure. For example, when you started sending out applications to different companies, maybe you're in a corporate position, project proposals, or maybe getting a new job. So you're sending out those CVs or pitching to companies because you know you have an innovative creation that you want to pitch to that particular company. And then you got turned down a few times. So you just give it up. And then you started feeling humiliated inside, that what would other people will think? Maybe they think you're stupid, or what are you doing? Or it could be that you are accepting it, but soon as you started planning your next step, you're getting that anxiety. Fear started coming up again. Doubting yourself. Maybe you're telling yourself you're not good enough. That's why I'm getting this rejection. The companies are turning me down. Now, this could also apply to any kind of situation we get through our lives. So, and why you want to do something could be because it's not compelling enough. That's why you couldn't move forward once that thing happens. There's this subconscious patterns of thoughts and emotions that's taking you over that you're not aware of. So the best thing that you think you could do is just delay it, or or then it comes around and around. It becomes a pattern of circles. So your focus then is on those thoughts and feelings that shrinking you, making you feel safe, and so on. So when you're not aware of it, so what you're not aware of actually is that you're learning from that. Sending those applications, the feeling of accomplishment, that even though you get that feeling of turning your stomach, turning it around, that feeling, just sending those applications, those proposals, is teaching you, or reaching out to an HR or head of the company, can be scary. That it could turn out your stomach the other way around. You did it anyway. So that is an accomplishment, which also gives you confidence that next time, it's actually not that hard or not that scary. So also thoughts about your identity, how people will think or say about you, where it's all in the mind. A lot of the times, it is what's stopping us to move forward. It's deep down the hole. And this is one of the things we coaches do, and why we make transformational, sustainable changes in people's lives, because those are the few things that's like pattern habits that's not working for them. It's working against them to get to where they are now, to where they want to go. So they couldn't go forward. It's also, if you look at this situation of sending applications that we talked about, it's an opportunity of how can you make it better? It's a time for you to reflect. What did go wrong? What do I want to do about it? Instead of banging your head against the wall. So, that being said, how do you win yourself in that situation? At that moment, take a deep breath. Remember, it's a learning opportunity. It may lead you to an unknown, exciting experience or not, but still, you will learn something from that experience. It could be from the people you met, the process itself, gaining insights, because a lot of the times, what doesn't work is actually where we found the answers from, or it would lead us to the answers we've been looking for. So this is when you turn that situation into an inner inspiration and inner motivation. It also happened to me. Let me share you a little story. When I started living here in Sweden, so the language is different, although the people here are very good speakers of English. But then I was working in the healthcare, and of course taking care of clients and patients. You need to be able to communicate with them in Swedish. So I did all I can. And within 2 or 3 months, I got a job already. I was sending out applications after applications, wherever it will be. It could be in a clinic, home for the aged, and hospitals. So I was even walking in. I could feel a little bit nervous right now just remembering those moments. Just sending applications, email, or I would send them out walk-in. So it was pretty scary, but what do I do about that? I got rejections. I kept going. So a lot of the things happened actually in just one week, 2 weeks, and I learned the process. I learned in the process because as I do more research about those companies that I want to send applications, I also learned styles of how you send your CVs here in Sweden, and the words people use when they communicate, because it can be different in English as well as in Swedish. So it's a process, it's a learning process, and it grew me, developed me to where I'm at now in my Swedish, and to my interaction. It also helped me to integrate myself in the society and not be afraid of going out there. So if I wasn't doing my job to move forward, and or instead of moving forward, or instead of doing the steps, if I would just self-pity or playing a victim from my back because of my background and so on, I will not be where I am now in Sweden. Maybe it will take me a long time. So anyway, so I choose to move forward because also I have a compelling why. Why do I do that? So that would keep me on track when I got those rejections and so on. And I didn't really care about what will people say about my Swedish. So when you get the no's, N-O, no's, rejections, when you get turned down, you could ask yourself, what could have I done better? What steps or strategies do I take that will move me forward to where or what I want? So then this is the time to assess, reflect, and evaluate what you have done and how you could improve it next time. And this can be applied to any situation. Instead of complaining, and as I have said, victim because of one's background, self-pitying, so you're banging your head against the wall, and it's not really giving you that energy you desire to increase your productivity or performance to move you forward. Again, this applies to any situation, and shifting your passive energy to an active one. So I have mentioned a while ago to have that compelling why, because when you know where to get it from, that motivation, that inner motivation, which is the why, compelling why, it's coming from a deep, strong reason from within. And then once you tap to that, you can do anything. You would feel unstoppable. The thoughts and the emotions of doubts, fear, feeling of anxiety, it all shatters like a broken glass or a broken window. And also you get to anticipate what might happen, and you can prepare yourself ahead of time. It's kind of like, switching your mindset. And again, if it doesn't work, when you fail, think of it as an opportunity. Always an opportunity. Because then it helps you to be creative of what you want to do next, instead of getting stuck in that moment and you're giving up. So don't give it up just because you fail once, twice, thrice, and so on. Take that as an opportunity. Sometimes when you think you're not getting closer, you actually are. Because also remember, it's who you are becoming while you're doing these processes towards that goal. So who are you becoming right now as you do whatever goals or dreams you want? So next time, you're going to used to it as you continue this kind of practice. And you get to be immune. You don't need a shot. I'm kidding. Well, it doesn't feel hard the next time it happens. So keep going, whatever you're going through right now. And remember this, that you're an intelligent human being. You are flexible, You are capable of doing the impossible. Just look at around you. Look at what's happening right now and make it work for you. You have full of potentials. You just need some help to get it out. Help someone who could hold your hand and show yourself in the mirror that you too can. You can be who you want to be at any moment of time. And when you tap into that zone, no one can stop you. It's just ourselves, really, who are taking us over. I mean, the mind. And not what other people wish or want you to be. Because, by the end of the day, this is what I'm realizing every now and then. It's me, it's you, who will evaluate how we live today. So that's it. Moving you forward. Yeah, winning to move you forward. And thank you again for taking your time watching this video. If you want to comment or if you like this video, please thumbs up. Subscribe for the next week's episode. And thank you again. Have a splendid coming months. Bye.